Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by HTC.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today we have the pleasure of another HTC Day, and I am joined by Brian Jernigan from Tech Support at HTC.
Yes, nice to meet you.
We were just saying that you must be very patient to do your job, but
Yes.
What does your job entail on a daily basis?
So our job in technical support is to be able to support our members. Our members, we at HTC, we have services for telephone, cable TV, internet, and security. So our members will call in. They're not calling to say, "Hey Brian, how's your day going?" They're calling because they have an issue or they have a question that they need some help and some support in.
And you've been with HTC for how many years now?
So I started at HTC in 2003 as an intern. So HTC has a great intern program, and I was blessed to be a part of that. And we have many that are even in management today that started out even as an intern. So we have there's a lot of growth potential at HTC.
And now you've worked your way up to your position now.
Yes, I started out in our Network Operations Center as a network operation technician, moved my way up into a supervisor position in that group, and as of 2025, I am now the manager of technical support.
So you know what it's like to say exceptional support.
Yes.
What does that mean for our viewers?
So exceptional support, it's not about just fixing an issue. Exceptional support is being able to listen. Many times when members are calling in, it takes a special person to listen to find detail, especially in troubleshooting, because every detail is very important. And you have to be a good listener and be one that's able to not be afraid to ask questions, so that you can troubleshoot the issue and get to the root of the issue.
I see. Well, how have you guys been able to keep up with technology changing over the years?
Technology changes and we have to adapt to those changes. So, our technicians are heroes because, they never know what question's going to be asked on the other side of that line. So whenever they do call in, we have to make sure that our technicians are trained, not only technically, but to be able to have that member experience that is needed in technical support. Not only that, we go through a 3 to 4 month training with our technicians over technical issues to make sure that they can answer the questions with confidence.
I see. Well, what's like the best compliment that you've gotten whenever you were helping somebody out?
So the best compliment, I love it, and it's very rewarding whenever that member calls in, and of course they may not be that happy with a particular issue that they're having. They're frustrated, but by the end of the call, to be able to fix the issue, and then they end up being very thankful. So that's what's very rewarding in technical support.
I love it. Well, if somebody's watching right now and they need to reach out to you guys and get in contact, what does the process look like?
Okay, so to reach out to our HTC technical support team, first you can contact us by telephone. That would be 843-365-2186. You have the ability to contact us via our website at www.htcinc.net. And for our existing members, we also have an app that you can pay your bill online and also be able to reach out to our technical support team.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Brian. It was great talking with you. Guys, stick with us here on Living Local Carolina for HTC Day because we have more coming up after the break.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina for HTC Day. We're getting to know the team a little bit better, and I'm joined by Michelle from HR. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So what does your job entail?
My job entails a lot of different functions and responsibilities. Being a member of the Human Resources team, our first and most important function is our employees. Our employees, that is the customer service that we give back to them. Also, in my position, we are responsible for recruiting. There are many different aspects of recruiting, which would be what you think of when you think of interviews. We do review applications, interviews, references, and background checks. So many things. We also go into the area high schools within Horry County and Georgetown as well, and we are even in those areas and even included in the Marion County area. So we are wanting to make a big impact within the community. Also within my responsibilities, I take care of our insurance for our employees and our retirees as well. No day is ever the same, and it is a great place to work.
Well, that's what my next question was going to be. What is it like to work at HTC?
Well, a member of the team, we were discussing this just earlier. We were talking about how we feel that HTC, we set ourselves apart because, you know, we're local, we live here, our members live here, and it is just a very close connection within the employees, with us and our members too. You know, many of our members we know. You know, they may be our neighbors, our family members. We may get to know them through them coming into the office. It is a different place to work, and I feel that we're all connected in some way with one another and support each other in many different aspects.
Very nicely put. But for those that maybe aren't or unfamiliar, what does HTC actually do?
HTC, we are a total communications provider where we do provide landline phones, we do provide internet, cable, our home security monitoring, and human resources. I can't say enough good things about us and our employees. We are just there for the community, not just being there to be their customer service, but we're there to offer many different aspects and many different things. We're involved in the community through festivals, through our outreach. Here at HTC, we also have Jean Day, where our employees contribute and give money to wear jeans on Fridays, and it's given back to the community as well. Just makes you feel really good inside to know that you have helped someone.
I love that. So what does employee engagement look like to you guys?
Our employee engagement, we like to provide different functions for us. Most recently, we had an employee picnic where all of our employees came, and we had food trucks, we had singing, we had karaoke and trivia. We went to the branch offices where we wanted to include everyone to make sure that everyone felt a part of the team. And this was just a connection that we could make with one another, and not just say we appreciate you, but for you to actually feel it and know that we do.
Awesome. So how do you guys support employee growth?
Employee growth, there is a tremendous growth here at HTC. And as we look ahead, there will be new retirements, many retirements, and we invest a lot in our new employees. We provide training. We try to also give them an idea of where this job can take you. It first may start with an internship. As Brian said earlier, speaking of his internship, I feel, have a phenomenal internship program. It has grown so much over the years, and we actually offer development. We have classes with these individuals. We have a time where they sit down with our executive staff, and they're able to ask questions to them, and just to be involved. They are encouraged to have community involvement and volunteer in the community too. So we have had a lot of success stories with our internship.
Well, thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having us today.
Of course. Well, guys, stick with us here because we have more HTC Day coming up right after the break.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to HTC Day on Living Local Carolina. We've been getting to know the team and getting to know what HTC is all about, and I'm now joined by Jimmy Anderson. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Okay, Jimmy, you are the Executive Director of Network Engineering and Operations. That's a mouthful, but what does it mean?
So it means on a daily basis, I'm leading a team of around 75 people that oversee our network and our services that really carry all of the services we offer, voice, video, data, cellular backhaul, all kind of things that run across our network.
And we need to talk about fiber. We talked about a little bit of this the last time we did HTC Day, but really, what sets you guys apart from other providers?
So I think, we're shooting for an all fiber network by the end of 26. That means putting fiber to homes and businesses and obviously on the interior of our network. But what I do and what my teams do is we put the electronics on that fiber. So we make the fiber work. There's all kinds of equipment on the interior backbone of our network. And as you get closer to the homes, there's a series of equipment there as well. And that network does not run without people. So I say the most important thing of our network is our people, those people that make it work, design it, engineer it, and just maintain it, make it work. That's what sets our network apart. In addition to, we use carrier grade equipment in our network. We use the optimal equipment, and when you combine those things, you combine the people and the equipment, it just sets it off for just a wonderful, great network.
So does that mean it's going to be faster?
It's going to be faster. So
we're saying a lot of terms,
Yeah, we're always looking at the industry and looking at our network as well and seeing where we need to upgrade, what we need to add, where we need to add capacity to get you more speed.
Yeah, and you're constantly having to keep up with stuff. I'm sure you've seen things change a lot over the years.
Yeah, of course. So going back into the early 90s, we had dial-up internet access. I think we've talked about that on a previous show. We transitioned to cable modems that got you a little more speed. In between there, DSL was a player. But recently, and since 2004, we started putting in fiber to the home with a PON technology, and then now we're even putting in more capacity with another advancement in technology with the fiber to the home equipment we use.
Okay, I see. So this is a good question. What goes into ensuring HTC's network is safe, secure, and optimized for members?
So safety is very important, security. Making sure that our offices that house the equipment that runs this network physically is secure is number one, right? Making sure that folks just can't get in and whatnot. So there's multiple layers of security controls in place that prevent access from a physical standpoint, but then there's a logical standpoint as well, making sure you can't, we're protected from the world, hardening our devices from, the rest of the world trying to access our equipment, just as you would your home devices at home. From optimizing the network and making sure it's up to speed and optimizing it the best we possibly can. We're continuously looking at, usage data, what our network is doing, what are the customers or members doing, and that leads us and guides us and directs us to where we need to put more capacity and more equipment or make a change.
Yeah, you kind of answered my next question on what you guys are doing to prepare for demand.
Yeah,
Just looking at what people are doing?
We're looking at traffic. We're looking at tools that we have that give us traffic statistics and tells us, when we're running close to capacity, and we use those to again, tell us where we need to add capacity. Things like all the devices you use at home, your Internet of Things, cameras, just devices in general, being on the home networks is really driving up usage, obviously driving up where we need to add capacity.
And we always want it to be faster and better, stronger,
That's right. I always want it faster.
The people have lots of demands. So what is it like to be a member of HTC? What are some of the benefits that people get?
Some of the benefits of just HTC is everywhere. We're giving back to the community. That's one big thing that is a benefit of being with HTC. And I think it mentioned too, if you're a member of ours, you get a check back at the end of the year. You get a capital credits check. So you get a little refund for being a member. It's not just spent and it's gone. You get that back as well. And in addition, I think one of the major things is because we are so community and member-centric, all your money is going back to the community. It's either going back in the form of our network and making that better for you, or it's going back to the community in some way, shape, or form to our members, or kids, or family members, some way.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Jimmy. I appreciate all your words. Guys, stick with us. We have more HTC Day on Living Local Carolina right after the break.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina HTC Day. I'm now joined by Jeff Shanowski. You are a product strategist. What
Hi,
exactly
Katie.
does that do, Jeff?
Well, yeah, my coworkers wanted the same thing, but we offer a full suite of products at HTC. We're an internet provider. That's what we do. HTC started as the Ori Telephone Cooperative back in the 1950s. As you can well imagine, we don't have as many home phones now as we may have once had. So with every product having a life cycle and the focus that needs to be placed on that, we take a look, we kind of back it up, maybe look from the 5,000 foot level to see where is this product? What is this product going to look like a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now? So we are constantly watching the industry, seeing how it evolves, and making sure we adapt ahead of time instead of being reactionary.
Yeah, and the big thing right now we have to talk about is streaming, right? Why is that so popular?
Okay, so think about this. Streaming has been around for close to 20 years. We may not think that, but if you think back to more than a decade ago to series like House of Cards or Orange is the New Black, they, as original scripted programs, put streaming on the map. And from that point, it has grown. More and more people cut the cord every year. Over the past 3 years, over 20 million people. Internet, and we'll circle right back to being an internet provider, we provide the backbone for all of your streaming needs. Regardless of whether you want to have HTC for your cable or whether you want to stream absolutely everything, we're going to provide you the backbone to do that.
Okay, so what are some of the differences between cable and streaming?
The one thing I tell people all the time is relax. It's still just TV. It's how you get it, right? You remember rabbit ears, you may not remember, but you remember rabbit ears and the first cable box and VHS to DVD. This is just really the latest evolution in how people consume video, right? So streaming is just receiving the signal via your internet as opposed to a coaxial cable or an over-the-air antenna. So that's the difference between the two. From a technical standpoint, you can have traditional cable-like experience with streaming, our TV Max, YouTube TV, Hulu with Live, DirecTV via internet, full cable lineups, robust channel lineups, or you can be a cord cutter and just go with your Netflix, Prime Videos, and whatever you want to watch.
Okay. And this is an interesting question. You guys recently transitioned to starting internet speeds of 1 gig for all members. This is a lot of tech talk for a gal like me. So what exactly does that mean?
Speed. It's all about speed. Do you know anybody who's ever said to you, hey, Katie, I wish I had a lower internet speed?
Not one time.
I wish my internet was slower. Not going to happen, right?
Never.
So the average household gets more and more devices. Think about it. It's not just your TV and streaming or your phone scrolling. It's your doorbell. It's your printer. It's your washer and dryer.
Yeah.
Everything is on it. I tell the story all the time. I was talking to a woman who was a little more mature, and she said, you know, I used to wonder, what would we use this whole internet for? Why would I need email? She said, if I want to talk to somebody, I'll call them or I'll send them a letter. She said, and now I realize everything's on the internet. She looked at me and she said, my litter box is on my Wi-Fi. That's the difference. So why more speed? Speed is a necessity. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. So making sure that we went from 6 years ago, we were 100 meg. We went to 300 meg to 500 meg as a starting speed. Earlier this year on April 1st, we went to gig. Gig is obviously just 1,000 meg. So speed is a necessity as we run our households. It's only going to get more and more important.
I see. All right, Jeff, I really appreciate it. Where can our viewers go to learn more information about HTC in general?
In general, look, they can go to the website. They can go to htcinc.net. They can stop into any one of our retail locations from Georgetown up to Little River and Loris, or they can give us a call at 843-365-2154.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by HTC.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website.